Recording.
Hello. So today I'm joined by Martin, who's been going through our Metabolic Mastery program and has had some fantastic success that he wanted to share today. So Martin, if you could introduce yourself to everybody listening.
Hi everybody, I'm Martin. I currently live and work in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. I've been is that all right there?
Yeah,
Sorry.
great.
So yeah, I got introduced to the program by a brother-in-law of mine who has been on the program and was absolutely brimming about the success. I had a lot of weight to lose. I think it had sort of got to a point where I was uncomfortable. Every time I sat in a car, on a plane, especially because I did a lot of traveling with my job, it was just extremely uncomfortable. It's not because I'm tall; it's because I'm tall that way. So yeah, I started the program, and I've never looked back. I think with the weight I've lost over the period that I've done it, it's completely motivated me to continue. Not only for like myself, but the way it like makes me feel, the confidence it gives me. I've gone from a 44-inch waist, for example, to a 36, 38, and when I went and bought myself some new clothes, that actual feeling is just unbelievable. I haven't felt like that for a long time. So yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, we've had other ladies who have gone through the program, and they describe going to their wardrobe and being able to try clothes on that they haven't put on for years, saying it's like going shopping every day for them in their own wardrobe. I think us guys probably don't keep clothes quite as close, keeping our eye on it as much as that, but it can still feel pretty rewarding getting back into clothes and it fitting nicer, right?
Absolutely. I mean, I think I sent you a picture of before and afterwards. So I had for my 50th birthday, which is nearly 2 years ago, a good friend of mine bought me this sort of a Boss polo shirt, and I've never been able to actually wear it. And like that shirt is in that actual picture. So anything out of those kind of outlets just do not or sort of didn't actually fit me. And it's a lovely feeling to actually go to shops that you can buy off the peg, right? You don't have to go to Big and Tall or any of those kind of sort of places and buy special sort of large t-shirts, because one, I think you are trying to hide what you've got. So like if your belly is big or you feel big, you tend to buy sort of bigger clothes anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the complete reverse now. So you want to show off just a little bit of shape. So yeah, it's been absolutely amazing.
Fantastic. So, I believe that the weight part of it is only one part of the transformation. And, in terms of health, think of all the fantastic benefits of shifting the weight that you have. So, what has that felt like for you outwardly? What other benefits have you noticed in terms of your health and how you feel day to day for having shifted? If you don't mind saying as well, the amount of weight that you have shifted in the time frame that you have.
Yeah, of course. I mean, for me, even like I said, it was uncomfortable for me to sit in the car because my back would dig into the car seat. That's that's sort of gone now. And sleeping, especially, it's completely transformed once I've got that sort of weight off. So um, I right up until today, I've almost lost 4.5 stone, and um, from a health perspective, one of the reasons I went into this from the beginning was because of the COVID and being clinically obese. If you was unfortunate enough um, to actually catch COVID, one of the big killers of people was being morbidly obese. So that was one of the main sort of drivers for me. But I feel now I've lost this weight, where I sort of lost weight previously, I would always go back to the poor habits, but I don't feel like that anymore. I feel that the food that I'm eating um, it is not a diet, it is a lifestyle. And I mean, I've had these discussions with Kay, and if I'm honest, I'm not going to say I'm never going to eat a piece of cake again, but I'm going to limit that to as much as I can. So, for example, if I'm in an environment where I'm at a business dinner, I'm not going to turn something away because when someone's made all that effort, right? So, but in my day-to-day life, I can make a difference to have that discipline. And as time goes on, I can promise you, as each pound comes off, the motivation goes up, and you just feel fantastic. And I mean, I've still got another 2 and a bit stone to lose. So, I'm so determined now that I will hit my goal. Yeah.
And you have the confidence you're going to get there as well now.
Absolutely, yeah. So I think we've got another 3 weeks on the plan. So I almost expect it to taper off a bit now. I hope not, but I still feel fantastic. I feel I've got plenty of energy. One thing that, as I will say, which I forgot to mention, is my eyesight. It seems to have got better. So yeah, I think there's so many good benefits to losing that weight.
Yeah. What about cognitively? Because I know you've got a high pressure job. How do you feel cognitively things have changed?
Yeah, the sleep is a big benefactor of that. So one of the things I did with the sessions that I've had with the oh blimey, the word's gone out of my head with Chris is I start my day now, I don't look at anything negative, right? So for example, every day I would get up, the first thing I would put on is the news, right? And you see all the world is now, is all doom and gloom. It's either President Trump or it's, coronavirus, what the British government are doing. So what I started to do is I just started to watch things first thing that just made me feel such like so much happier. And with the sleep, I really did realize how important that is to get your 8 to 9 hours in. And I mean, there's been times where, for example, I'm an engineer, and sometimes, which all engineers will tell you, is that we have to work unsociable hours. So last weekend I had to do a big shutdown on a building, so it meant me starting work at 11 o'clock in the evening, and I didn't get home until 7 o'clock. Well, call it coincidental, however you want, but it took me 2 days to get over that. And on them 2 days, I hardly lost any weight. So stress levels went up. So I can't stress enough how important it is. And that's one of my sort of biggest key learnings, is to sleep.
Yeah, no, it's hugely important. As you say, the stress, any kind of stress in life, like, having to be up overnight, is going to have a big hormonal effect on the body. And that's another message from our program, is that, in order to sustainably lose weight, you need to rebalance hormones. And yeah, stress, and the fact that you're now having, a good start to the morning and positive input is great on that aspect as well. If you could talk to, the things that you tried in the past to lose weight, and how the process working with ourselves here has been different.
Yeah, I've done, I guess, all of the programs or diets that I tried in the past. I don't think it had the support that this program has, right? So not only as a group, but individually. So I think very important, the sort of counseling sessions is absolutely golden, because it kind of gets your mind to where it should be. With the programs I've had in the past, I honestly think the failure has been because you had like you had these sort of results in the beginning where you would lose a vast amount of weight, and then you would go through various weeks after that and you would hardly lose anything. I also did the personal trainer approach, which was good. I have to be honest, it got me very fit, but I felt the majority of personal trainers are half of my age, and they pushed me to a point where I started to pick up like injuries, and that puts you back to a place where you don't want to be, because it's sort of broken your program. So I think where the sort of difference with this program is, I think the whole approach and the community support is absolutely golden. And that's what I think the sort of results speak for themselves.
Yeah, it's amazing that the group setting and everybody else celebrating each other's wins, and really spurring each other on.
Absolutely, it's just amazing. I know I've not been on the calls, or I don't partake that much with Facebook, and that's basically, that is down to the difference in the time zones. So if I was back in the UK, without a doubt, I'd be very vocal on those groups.
Yeah, and the fact you're going through it with your wife as well is, I think, fantastic. Supporting each other on the journey.
Absolutely, she's doing fantastic well, and and I think where I'm like, we're both losing weight, and all right, I am losing it a lot quicker than what Kay is, but I think her inspiration will come from that, that she can see that, and that it is working. You just got to keep going. You just do not give up, and trust the program.
Yeah, trust the process.
Absolutely.
So if someone's listening today and they're thinking, I sound like I'm in this similar kind of position to what Martin was, 4 months ago when he started his journey, but I'm not sure I can do it. What would you say to that person?
I think what you need to think about is, and it's something that you said to me, Dan, it's it's not a diet, right? Forget the word diet. It is what we. It's very true. We are what we eat, and you need to put healthy, good foods in you to get the benefit. And that's not just through sort of losing weight, but that's, you know, absolutely everything on the wider spectrum. Your like, you know, health, absolutely everything. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing how significantly your blood markers have shifted over this time as well.
Me too. I really would, Dan. I think that's a really good point. And yeah, I think the only other thing I didn't mention before that I do, I shower twice a day, as cold as I can bear it. And I'm not the best. I really do love a steaming hot shower, but it's something that you advise me to do. So yeah, I do. I really have to start off warm and then I turn it right down. So now the temperatures here have gone down. I'm actually getting cold showers. So
Nice, yeah, embracing the cold, and again, it's another way that is a way that our body can adapt to different
absolutely.
variations in our environment. You know, we want to challenge our body to be able to deal with different temperatures and not just you know, very comfortable temperatures. So good on you, and it really
Thank
does.
you.
It helps lose some of the inflammatory fat in the body as well. So that will be you know, part of your very great recent success as well.
Absolutely. I do honestly believe that, because I know the body has various ways of letting go of the sort of toxins that you're trying to get out of your body. So very careful with what I put on my skin, oils wise, when I shave and that sort of kind of thing. So, but yeah, it's been a fantastic process. So, like, I don't experience any hunger. I really don't. Like, I mean, and I would say even to a point where sometimes I really have to make myself eat that second meal. You know, so it isn't. You know, I can honestly say, hand on heart, I do not feel starving. And the only way I think the only way with the research that I've done, Dan, and you can probably confirm this, is that hunger can be confused one with thirst and sugar craving. So I've not had sugar since I began this. So back in August, I think it was, wasn't it, Dan? Yeah, I've not, and I really do not miss it. I think once you get your mind right into the process, you know, it all just sort of happens naturally.
You're doing fantastically well, Martin, and I look
Thank you,
forward
Dan.
to observing the rest of your journey. And thank you for sharing your story so far with people today.
You're so welcome. If anybody wants to sort of reach out for anything, just let me know. Absolutely my pleasure.
Thank you, Martin.